I don't sound very good. I sound sick. Smelly cat, smelly cat. What are they feeding you?
It's fine.
That's horrible. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of
Espookys Talk.
That's right, guys. Your favorite Espookys podcast is back. Now, my name's Arturo, and I'm here, as always, with guess who? Yup, you guessed it, Eva.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to December 19th Cosmic Forecast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, similar to last week, the main character energy is still here, but with a plot twist. So, as you know, winter solstice is around the corner, so the veil is thin, and things are shifting in ways you can't even imagine. So, the vibe is that you're supposed to do everything you can to be calm and collected. Chaos will be knocking at your door, but it's up to you on whether you're going to let it win or not. So, my advice to you is that when the chaos is out and about, you choose from the following three things. Either precision over intensity. So, check those tonalities, okay? Make sure that you're very clear and that everything is coming from a good place. Okay, option number 2, those little tiny wins. I call them glimmers of life. It's like when something like really nice happened that helps the big plan achieve. Or number 3, a quiet flex. Make sure you set those boundaries, especially as the holiday seasons are rolling in.
Set them.
You know, it's important not to be dramatic and not to be upset, but simply communicate your needs in a respectful manner. So this is becoming therapy.
Yep. Yep.
It's also important to protect your home, you know, get rid of the old stuff that's just taking up space. Make sure that you make your ponche. Because, you know, it's the season to be taking care of your insides, keeping warm.
I just downloaded a recipe for ponche.
What did it include? Because, like, I know my family, they do, like, guayaba.
Yeah, it was piloncillo, and, but it had the fruits. It had, like, pear, apple, guayaba. It looked really good.
That sounds amazing. Yeah. Maybe you should share it with everybody.
Maybe I will.
You know?
I'll look it up, guys.
Take this as, like, a day of self-care. Put on a mask.
We all need it.
Read your favorite book. Take a bath. If you have a tub. Otherwise, just, you know, make your bed cozy. Maybe put on your favorite movie. Definitely look inward as opposed to following the chaos. But I have good things coming here. So now that you've protected your energy and practiced your self-love rituals, it's also important that if, you know, you're single and ready to mingle, today is a great day for directness as long as you're clear. Don't be confrontational. And also, don't think about it too much. Just do your best.
Do your best.
Do your best. It's the best I can give you.
That's all we can hope for.
As far as, you know, work, because everybody works some way or another. Today is a great day to close the loose ends. Tie them all up. All those loose ends. Today is the day you have to get everything done. Also, most people are going on holiday leave, so yay you. And as far as, you know, self-reflection, which is really important, you want to talk about what no longer serves you. Use this thin veil to leave the past behind you as we enter the new year. New year, new you, they say.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
I mean, yeah, I like that. New year, new me.
To me, it's like new year, get rid of all your old habits and leave that in the past, please.
To me, it's new year, same me. I'm awesome.
And, even though this chaos is going to be trying to chase us all down, maybe you try something different. Maybe today you trust yourself more and you make the choice you've always wanted to take. Today's lucky numbers are 3, 11, and 19, which I'm not surprised. 3 being the witchiest of numbers, 11 being the most helpful to manifest. And I don't know much about 19th, but today is the 19th, so why not?
Boom.
And then as far as things to help you ground, maybe today you add cinnamon to your coffee because it's delicious. But also, it'll bring you an abundance of health and wealth.
I like it.
And with that, I shall conclude our cosmic forecast.
I like it. Good stuff. Things that I can reflect on and things like that. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so, as the year's also ending in the year of the snake, think of it as like shedding your outer layer. Isn't that fun?
That is fun. Good times. And for all of you out there in podcast land, I got to let you know that if you hear me sniffling and coughing, it's because I'm under the weather. But there is nothing that's going to stop me from Espookys Talk.
Nothing. I asked him to reschedule. He said, absolutely nay.
Nay.
So I was like, okay, I guess we're doing it.
I know.
It's happening.
The only thing that would stop me are a couple of these spooks and specters that we're going to be talking about here in a minute.
And as you all know, we really read all those comments.
Totally.
So when I saw, hey, look at your email on Spotify, I was like, ooh, I got to go check this out. And we were written from a lovely human. I don't remember his name, though. Mike
P. So Mike P from Oklahoma, guess what, guy? This one's for you, Mike.
Absolutely.
Enjoy it.
See, I'm more about like, what was the intention of this? So Mike P wrote to us and he wanted us to talk about his state.
Yeah.
Kind of ruined my plans because I wanted to go in like order, like alphabetical order of all the 50 states.
No, I get it.
But we're here for the people.
That's right. Right on. Don't tread on me.
Don't. More snake vibes.
Oh, man. No, but Mike was like, I really liked Alabama, and he kind of learned a few things, and he thought, I was like, someone's listening. Someone's listening so intently that they decided to write and ask about theirs. So I did a little investigation. We did a little looky-loo. I did a little reading, and I actually saw a documentary that was kind of cool, too. So,
oh, okay. Well, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're getting into it. Oklahoma is a kind of an interesting place, There's a lot of history in Oklahoma. For all of you guys who don't know the history of the United States, neither do I really. But I do know that Oklahoma was part of the Dust Bowl. Do you know what the Dust Bowl is?
I don't know what the Dust Bowl. To me, the Dust Bowl is Turlock, California. I went to school out there. Shout out to all the homies out in Turlock, California.
Yeah, so the Dust Bowl basically was a decade-long it's like an environmental and social catastrophe. Whoa. It ran through the Great Plains of the United States and in Canada during like the 1930s, I believe.
Oh, so we're talking back then.
Oh yeah.
Party times.
But basically what happened was it was basically like an agricultural like expulsion, there was high wheat prices during World War I. And farmers had to plow up millions of acres. And what it did was there was such poor land management.
Oh, no.
That it pulverized the soil. It just left it vulnerable to wind and all these things. And as you know, the winds and things in Oklahoma is part of the tornado alley and all that great stuff. So, I mean, it just turned into a nasty, dusty, droughty, nothing's growing here thing. There's actually a movie and a book, an amazing book, that was turned into a movie, I guess I should say it that way, called The Grapes of Wrath.
Okay, that sounds very familiar.
Well, of course. It was Henry Fonda. And basically, it was about a family in Oklahoma who were going through all of these things, and they were kind of getting taken down. They were closing out their little farms. They were crop sharing, whatever they were doing, and they had to actually, it was a story of them moving to California because they had some flyers saying that, you know, it's all fertile. They're looking for pickers and all those things. So there was work,
Yeah.
you know, and they came over, you know, it was in the 30s. That was the cusp of the end of the, you know, the Great Depression. So there was a lot of need. And when they came over here, it's just the story of that family.
Okay, I just want to take a moment to say that I'm very grateful that here in California, all the crops are doing great.
Mm-hmm.
They're growing. We got fertile land. But wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
We need more history buffs out here in the world.
I'm telling you. But because of all that history,
Yeah.
because it was booming to start and then it was desolate, it caused a lot of folklore. There's a lot of energy. And as well as, you know, energy is infinite.
Yes.
That was left behind. You know, family members that passed on the passage to travel from Oklahoma to California. Because it's not like today. You couldn't just jump on an Amtrak. You couldn't just like, hey, dude, you know, I'm going to get in my 2021 Tahoe, you know, hitch up the old travel trailer, and we're going to stop at every KOA on the way. Because that's how I travel, guys. But It wasn't like that. You know, and if you haven't seen the movie, if you haven't read the book, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't read the whole book, but I had to read most of that book.
He used Sparks Notes.
Yeah. But I definitely have seen the movie a few times, and it's a good one. So take a gander. Anyways, back to Oklahoma. There were a bunch of things that happened, health hazards, and, you know, there's a lot of loss, economic ruin, and stuff like that. It was crazy.
So you're telling me that Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
as you're driving through it in the dark,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of history that pulses and even answers back?
Yeah. Yeah. That energy out there is thick.
I would imagine that it's just there waiting to be addressed.
Maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe it's a road trip opportunity.
Hey, we're always ready to road trip out here.
There's a lot of historic spots and things like that are ghostly. A lot of sightings of cryptids.
I mean, well, if they're traveling, they're going to be staying in hotels and things like that.
And there were no bunch of hotels. You're talking about back in the day when it was just nothing.
Nothing?
Like nothing. Like there should
like
be.
I'm in my wagon?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about your wagon, but you know those old-timey trucks when there's 15 people on top of it and the truck's stacked up 2 stories high, it seems like, and things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know you've seen those photos.
That's true. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then because of all of that, like I said, there obviously were some things. And not everything that we're going to talk about today kind of goes back to that history. But that history is there. The energy is there. And it only required someone to sense it, to understand, to look for it, or for it to happen to them. Just like, shall I start?
Actually,
Ooh, buddy.
let's dive into the first one. See, I like haunted areas. That's my expertise.
Well, you also have to remember that that particular territory, Texas, Oklahoma, you know, the plains, things like that there were quite a few Native American tribes and things like that from that area. So the first one that really stuck out to me, the Stikini. The Stikini are terrifying, shape-shifting witches from Seminole folklore.
Whoa.
Now, they appear as normal people by day, but they transform into some crazy, grotesque, owl-like monster at night. And they hunt and devour the hearts of sleeping humans.
Well, that's a great way to go.
Right?
It's super terrifying.
And they can only return back to human form by swallowing their own entrail. I don't get that part. But they're vampiric and they're undead creatures and they're powerful witches and it's dangerous to speak their name. It's crazy talk. guys.
Well, you just said their name. They're going to show up now.
I'm pretty sure I don't live in Oklahoma.
You know, those things have giant wings.
Wow.
Who knows how they really move? I don't think anybody knows to find out, you know?
I don't know, but a shape-shifting witch that transforms into an undead owl-like monster at night kind of creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, they're known as man owls. I don't know.
Human hearts, though?
The Stikini were originally human witches who sought power through evil acts. So they would do things, you know, to try to get that power, I guess. I don't know. At night, they travel deep into the woods and they would vomit up their internal organs and souls and then have to devour them again to return to human form. Like, it's just...
Oh, whoa.
The more that I read about this particular folklore, creature, cryptid, I don't know how you would categorize that. But
it's like in all the categories.
Oh, man. It's creepy. It's creepy. The heart consumption just trips me out.
Yeah, no. Like, once you said that, I was like, oh, I'm out. But, like, it's dangerous to even name them because it's said that you're inviting them. So their stories are often told by elders or the medicine people. Yeah. Because, you know, like, they can kind of navigate that energy, right? And making sure they're not inviting something in. I'm over here worried now.
It's true, though. You know, I guess in those communities, even speaking their names, it's believed not only just dangerous, but it like can attract or cause the speaker of the name to eventually turn into one. They have so many different little tidbits on this particular story. This is one, I'm not lying. If I did a lot of research, we could do an entire episode on these guys because there's quite a bit, not just to this, but the whole Seminole subculture of these kind of cryptid type creature things is just fascinating.
Yeah, what's interesting is I've never heard of them before. Like, I've heard of like witches that transform into owls, you know, because that's popular in Mexico. But that's interesting that it's in the South.
Yeah.
Of the United States.
Cool.
This is a great way to start. This is a good one to start.
I mean, it's one of those things that I definitely wouldn't want to be face to face.
Yeah, I like my heart. I want to keep it where it's at.
You know, it does its job. I recently went to the doctor. Mine's actually beaten okay.
Right.
I've lost a little weight, everyone.
Woohoo!
You know, and stuff. So I'm going to try to stick around for a while. But yeah, not if I saw one of these guys.
No, I'd be booking it.
And shape-shifting creatures trip me out. There's so many different versions. You know, we keep talking about is that everything kind of is interconnected.
Right.
And the fact that there are so... And they're similarly in the area, too. Like, I give you the example of Louisiana. I know that's a little south, obviously, you know. But the rougarou is a shape-shifting creature. And there's a couple in Texas. It's just... I mean, there's so many people that see those kind of things or have experienced something. And the fact that they're all similar just kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Clusters usually mean that there's something for real going on.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, the fact that it's still ongoing today. People are still encountering it today. I don't even want to say its name anymore. Too scared.
Mm-hmm. Whew. I know. That was one way to start it, guys. You know what else is kind of creepy? There are quite a few different cryptids and things from that area that kind of trip me out. A little different.
Scarier than the thing who's going to take your heart?
I don't think so.
I'm still stuck on that.
I don't think it's scarier, but it's definitely something that's not...
To keep us away from Oklahoma.
It ain't right.
We are not going through there anymore. I'm out.
It's just, whatever it is, it ain't right. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Like, have you ever heard of the Oklahoma octopus?
No. But I would imagine...
It's a modern American cryptid.
Okay.
Right. it's a creature whose existence has not been specifically proven, as many cryptids, right? But it appears that it's like a massive horse-sized cephalopod with leathery reddish-brown skin, and it's supposed to be something that's like a man-eater that uses its long and powerful tentacles to snatch up swimmers from the surface and drag them to watery depths. Like, get out of here. Get out. And they're in, and they've been sighted or whatever in multiple lakes. Lakes. So it's not like, oh, hey, Nessie's in Loch Ness, right?
Right.
You know, these guys are in like multiple lakes. That freaks me out.
See, but is it okay? So is it like La Llorona, who just hangs out in all body of water?
I mean, according to the things that I've read, there's 3 basic lakes that it was in: Lake Thunderbird, Lake Ulaga, and Lake Tenkiller. Tenkiller? I don't know. Lake Tenkiller.
It's okay.
That's how it's spelled.
Mike P will correct us.
There you go.
Give us some.
Mike, yeah, hit us back up, bro. Because I've been looking at some of this stuff, and I mean, I want to know where you at in Oklahoma. I'm going to come hang out, yo. Like, we going on some adventures.
We're going to put you on the podcast so you can help us out.
Mike, shout out to
We're going
Mike.
to call it Oklahoma Done Right. Part 2.
Part 2, featuring Mike P. Oh yeah, but I'm telling you, there's some things over there that I don't think I'm interested in seeing face to face.
No. We will not be where there's a lot of trees.
And they have other things. Do you know? Cryptids are crazy because they're everywhere.
Yes.
People see things everywhere. You know, Bigfoot, Dogman, like the werewolf, right? These thunderbirds. There's even something called Little People and Deer Women that's about mischievous or dangerous small folk that are luring, but I don't know. There's just so many different things that I was kind of flipping through in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And we only have a short period of time, so I had to pick a few. But come on, man.
I'm just stuck in thinking about, okay, I'm imagining people just having a hard time, right? Like, farming is their life. It's not working out. Now we got to move. And on our adventure over, we're seeing all these things. No.
Absolutely not.
No, thank you.
Nope.
If you hear a sound and it isn't one of your own, peace out.
Leave it alone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's Espookies, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Oh my goodness. You got bigger
fish to fry. If you heard something spooky, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you heard nothing. Mind your business. Yeah, no, that's super interesting.
Isn't it?
And then similar to where we went to Tonopah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say it's Pitcher, Oklahoma, which is like a real ghost town. And again, a mining town that led to there being lead and zinc, and it was abandoned because those are toxic. And so it contaminated a lot of, the water that was used for mining. And then a tornado hit it in 2008, sealing its fate. And everybody had to move out. So now it's all deserted.
See, that's creepy all on its own because that's 2008.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm an old man now, but I remember 2008.
I graduated 2009 from high school.
I hate you for saying that, but it's okay.
So, leaving it behind, just the landscape. Like, I could imagine all the structures all ruined, taken back by nature. But that's interesting.
Lots of stuff,
like,
guys.
The fact that not only, people harvesting, from Mother Earth, the lead and zinc led to, misuse or not knowing how to manage all that waste, that toxic waste properly. And then it gets hit by a natural disaster. That's interesting.
I'm telling you.
Like,
but isn't that how it happens?
it's like a warning. Like, you people need to leave. Like, you can't save this place anymore.
I think it was you that was telling me things about when tragedy and trauma and things happen, that because those are energetic events, you know, and sometimes, unfortunately, when a life is lost, energy is infinite. And sometimes energy either binds itself, left behind, attaches to something, whatever the case may be. I can only imagine when you're going through that kind of time.
Right. Just calling things to it. But yeah, the town is largely empty now.
That's great.
With the EPA having bought out the last residents in 2009.
Wow.
I just had to share because I just think that's so crazy.
You know what I think is crazy?
It's like such a loss on so many levels.
Totally.
And we need to take care of the earth. Do better, humans.
What I think is crazy is that it was current. I mean, semi-current. The 2000s.
Yeah.
Here's some current names for you. I don't know if you've ever heard about these guys. They're NBA stars. Kyrie Irving, Derrick Rose, those kind of guys.
Okay.
No? All right. Back in the day, 1930.
Okay. We're talking way back.
We're talking way back. There was a maid named Effie.
Oh no, this is already going down a dark road. I feel it.
Who had an affair with a hotel's owner, who was W.B. Skirvin. And when she became pregnant, Skirvin allegedly locked her in her room on the 10th floor to avoid all the public scandal. And back then, that's something that could totally happen, right?
Right.
Distraught, isolated, this poor lady jumped from a window with her newborn baby in arms and fell to her death.
No.
Yeah.
Feeling, you know, like there's nothing I could do.
Nothing.
Yeah. I mean.
So this hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Which is, I think it's in Oklahoma City. It's the Skirvin Hilton Hotel now in Oklahoma City.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
You guys should go rent out a room.
Well, the whole thing is these NBA players are actually ones who said that they were the ones who reported some strange occurrences like doors slamming and things moving and sounds of babies crying. And that's why this place is gaining so much notoriety, because right now we're talking about, I mean, in the sports arena, we're talking about people who are like Kyrie Irving, man. I mean, that guy's the guy, you know? So
yeah.
When you talk about someone like that who is in the public eye anyways because of doing something great like basketball, all of a sudden he's experiencing things that just can't be explained.
Yeah, people are just like paying attention now. Like, wait, what?
Oh, man.
But it all comes down to something tragic. Like, I'm very curious to try to find a ghost story that's like of happiness.
Like Casper?
Like Casper, the friendly ghost.
He was a friendly ghost.
Exactly. But his uncles were not.
Oh, true. I do remember those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I think it's because Casper was like a child. and
didn't know any better?
And the uncles were adults and jerks. So.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So what I'm trying to say is, like, usually all these ghost stories come from a tragic background.
True.
And I think it's what you were saying about the energy, right?
Yes.
The residual of the trauma still there. And we talked about that when we talked about the bridge in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, like, I see the connection that you were trying to make.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because I have a story about a bridge.
Nice.
One of the most haunted bridges in Oklahoma is Boggy Creek. Or is it Bogey? Like in golf? I'm going to go with Bogey. Bogey Creek Bridge has been creepy since 1924.
Wow.
Yeah. So this bridge is really old.
Why is all this stuff happening in the 20s and 30s? You notice that?
Yeah, because humans started making things. There was just a nice little dust bowl, and they're like, now we got to build things.
Oh, man. Go on.
So this old bridge has a tale of a young mother and a lost baby. Oh, it's always a lost baby.
It's always a child, an innocent child.
Little infant. Oh. So, the mother apparently is still looking for her child. See, okay, stop. This sounds like La Llorona.
The problem.
You know what I'm saying?
The problem is this. And it's not a problem. But again, similarities. What's to say it's not La Llorona?
Like, okay.
Just because they don't know the story La Llorona, but this entity is coming and searching for their children. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. It's June on Friday the 13th, the year 1924. A mother is driving in a horse and buggy. Lightning strikes near the mother and the baby.
No.
And frightens the horses, which tossed the passengers out of the carriage. The mother got out of the carriage and searched the bridge in the pouring rain. She could hear her crying baby.
No.
But never found the child.
Oh, see, that's devastating on two levels.
And she searched for a while, and she could hear the baby's cries from the other side of the bridge. But it was dark. And she searched. She never saw the baby again.
Dang. The tragedy and trauma of that mother. The tragedy and trauma of an innocent child, but then, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
And so the bridge has been abandoned, and it's just in the forest being reclaimed by nature. And on Friday the 13th, you can still hear the baby crying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That energy just sits there. It's looking for peace.
Not only that, you got to think that Oklahoma, Texas, all that stuff was the Wild West at one point.
Yeah.
Like everybody settled on the East Coast, and as they came westward, they set up these settlements and these things, and military came out, and there were forts and stuff, and then the indigenous, and then we're having wars and all this crazy stuff, and things were desecrated, and all of like their sacred land. There's just so much.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Fort Washita?
I have not heard of.
Fort Washita was a historic military post, and it was near Durant, I think it was, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Right. And it was one of the state's most haunted locations now because it was established back in the 1840s, and it has a long history of tragedy and conflict. There's so many legends and things. Like the most famous was about Aunt Jane, just a woman.
Okay.
Right.
Just an auntie out there in the world.
Right. But it states that she was a resident or a traveler, something, right?
Yeah.
But she was killed by either thieves or soldiers after refusing where she had hidden her gold.
What?
If she was a traveler and that's all the money you have in the world, and someone says, give it to me, of course you're going to try your best not to give it up.
Right.
So they killed her for it.
Ooh.
They beheaded her, and her remains were scattered across the site.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, man. And people have, and staff and visitors and stuff, because the fort still stands, right? And they report seeing a headless female figure searching for her lost head and her buried treasure.
Oh, no.
Boom.
Can you imagine how do you even call for your head? How do you make the woos and the ohs?
And she can't hear him coming. Her ears are going. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, for real. No bueno. Ugh.
Like, that was just devastating.
And that's not the only thing from that site.
There's more?
Oh, of course. That site is huge, guys. Yo, Mikey P. I don't know if you've ever been there, but this site apparently is a hotspot. There's something called the Bohemian Cabin. There's something called the Bohemian Cabin.
Okay.
And it's considered the most active spot on the site because the cabin is rumored to be haunted by the spirit that is reportedly hostile toward women.
Oh, no.
Yes. And there have been a bunch of EVPs there.
Yeah.
For all you guys out there, EVP is like an electronic voice phenomenon You basically take an electric device and you're able to sometimes hear the energy can manifest into like words and things.
Okay. So like you're able to talk to the spirit, essentially?
It was the voice of a child saying things like, Pappy, I love all the people. Like, what does that mean? And then all of a sudden it's torturing women? What's going on, yo? Like who are you?
Like a child that tortures that, you know what?
A lot of time demonic presences, they represent themselves as children.
You know why though?
Why?
Because that's women's biggest weakness.
You make so much, that's so true.
Because like I know that like if there's a sleeping infant, you know, visiting somebody, they have an infant of some sort, right?
Yeah.
I will wake up. And I'm like a deep sleeper. But if like a child cries, I will wake up.
Oh, for sure.
Because, you know, it's like an instinct, right? So
it's an instinct, it's an intuition.
I
got you.
It makes sense that demonic creatures would do that, right?
And then, of course, you know, they have a Confederate graveyard there.
Oh, I could only imagine the heaviness that
it's supposed to hold the remains of 200 or so soldiers. And then people often report like they feel sick, or that they're being watched, or that they catch glimpses of soldiers leading horses.
Yeah, because I'm sure they're in their mind, you know, they're just not at rest.
Of course. Of course. I'm telling you guys, there's so much out there. Mike, you're the man, because we probably wouldn't hit the O's for a while, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
This is some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But it all goes back to everything, you know? Everything's interconnected. The stories are so similar.
Yeah.
I love that. It trips me out a little bit, but I like it.
I'm at a loss of words. In the sense of like that discovery of like trauma manifesting itself into another entity.
Mm-hmm.
In order, and you know, in hopes that it doesn't repeat itself.
Yeah.
You know, this is why history is so important, so that we can learn from our past and stop repeating the same mistakes over and over again.
That would be the key, guys. That would be the key. And then there's so much. There's so much. Like, I mean, we can get into other paranormal phenomenon that occurs quite often in Oklahoma as early as February of this year.
Of this year. Already?
Right. Because Oklahoma's a hotspot. Has a long history of unidentified aerial phenomenon, UFOs.
Oh, you love this stuff.
Oh my goodness, guys. When I started reading about this, I just kept on going, man.
Buckle in.
They have so many reports occurring as recently as 2005. And some of the sightings were attributed to like earthly explanations, some satellites, weather balloons, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But others, they can't figure out. The big one in the most recent, right? I mean, there's a bunch that were recent in 2025, this year. But in February, there was multiple residents that reported seeing jelly bean shaped object that had a plasma-like interior that moved erratically for hours. Now get out of here, man. When you talk about UFO sightings and it's like, I saw a UFO for 30 seconds, right?
Right.
Hours?
For hours.
Hours.
Multiple witnesses.
Right.
Because it's going on for so long. You can prove it.
You know, some people said, oh, it must be a drone. It must be these things. Dude, there ain't no drone out there that's going around for hours.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Maybe an hour.
Yeah, maybe. There's also Oklahoma City seems to be kind of one of those spots, man. Because in May of 2025, there was a spherical white object that was drifting, I don't know, 65,000, 67,000 feet, and was later to be confirmed to be like
the spooky light.
I mean, they claim it was a balloon, but was it? You know what I mean? Like, that's what they...
I don't know.
I don't know.
We weren't there. We missed it.
There's just crazy stuff, man.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the Trail of Tears go through Oklahoma?
Yes. Yup. Sure did.
You know, it's starting to come together for me here. So the reason I bring that up is because I found here that according to legends, there's a spooky light that was first seen by indigenous people, what we call the Trail of Tears, in 1836. Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
That the light is still being seen in Oklahoma City?
Super creepy.
Can you imagine you're just having a grand old time partying in Oklahoma City, and all of a sudden you see a little light.
It's just a little light hanging out, doing its thing, living its best life, and then boom.
Doing its thing.
A shape-shifting owl comes and grabs you. Oh, man, guys.
And then, you know, in the background, dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Oh, my goodness, guys. You know, it's funny that you bring up the Trail of Tears because, I mean, not that I forgot that it ran through there, but the Trail of Tears, you know that lingering spirits are there because of all the disease and starvation and exhaustion and whatever, right? And a lot of those tales that I've read about focus on lost children. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the displacement of people is never a good idea.
Yep.
Something I wish we would have learned from by now. I didn't put two and two together.
No.
You know, I don't practice my history lessons on a daily. But it just makes sense that all of these spooky things are near all of that, right? Yeah. And like we said, like it's manifesting within itself, calling into spookies. I wonder if there's any cryptids there.
Where?
Like on the trail.
Oh, I mean, there's got to be.
I would imagine that there's got to be.
You know, I mean, you got to remember the trail kind of, it's a trail. It's going to go through a bunch of different landscapes, a bunch of different environments. And there are cryptids and things, especially in the Oklahoma and in that region, that are based off of some of those things. I mean, right. Something as common, I mean, I say common, I've never seen one, but something as common as Bigfoot. You know, and there's been reports, you know, particularly in areas like the Ouachita Mountains, you know, and there's cryptozoologists. I don't know if you know that that's a real thing, right?
Why are we not contacting them to join us in?
Maybe we should, because they're the ones who like, noting that Oklahoma's geography is suitable for all the hiding of some of these cryptids, and that's why there's so many of them.
Exactly. Right now, I want to phone a friend.
Go ahead. Let's phone them. Hit them up. Ring, 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 ring.
Where do they hide? Tell us more about these mountains. It's spelled.
Can I see one? Oh my gosh, guys.
Oklahoma. Wow. I'm so puzzled.
Yep.
I'm glad I don't live there. Feeling super thankful for that.
I'm telling you.
Okay. So how about the Henry and Anna Overholster mansion? And I kid you not, I'm looking at a picture right now, and it looks just like the Winchester Mystery House.
Dang.
Yeah, like Victorian design, similar color. Just doesn't have, you know, random windows and doors that go to nowhere.
We were just there.
We were. And we had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Made some new friends.
Shout out to Winchester Mystery House.
So Henry Overholster is referred to father of Oklahoma City, and his wife Anna looked over the house, and the house itself is the first mansion built in Oklahoma City. Okay. What makes it spooky is the fact that there's a lot of ghosts. I would imagine that Henry and Anna are just looking over the house. Since it was very beloved. Visitors often report seeing a woman in a white dress.
Uh-oh.
Could it be the beloved Anne? Either on the 3rd floor, towering over, looking down into the gardens, or walking the halls, still on the 3rd floor. But no one really knows. And when she does walk down these halls, she's carrying a Bible that she always leaves on a table. And then they also say they hear a voice of a man saying, "How can I help you?" They think it might be Henry. There's also a little girl's laughter, and you can hear her footprints all around the house.
Wow.
Although no babies have lived there for decades.
Oh. She's been dead for 10 years. That's just creepy stuff, guys.
There's objects being moved, such as a desk bell that rings on its own, windows that open and never close again, even after being secured.
Wow.
Temperatures change even on the 3rd floor, and no one can explain why or how. And lastly, visitors often say that they hear like music.
Oh.
And or conversations of multiple people. Like if you're like in a party. But they don't quite understand.
That's a lot.
Because it's usually like in a music room or in the library.
Creepy music gets me, guys.
Yeah. Can you imagine you just hear like random music? You're like, what?
Ghosts are big in Oklahoma. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I just can't get over the fact that it looks so similar. But it makes sense, right? That was the architecture of the time.
Have you heard of the Stone Lion Inn?
No, tell us about it.
I mean, it's a famous child ghost story, and the kid's name was Irene Houghton, an 8-year-old girl. And it haunts that family mansion because Irene died in the late 1800s after a nurse accidentally gave her an overdose of opium-laced cough syrup.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she had whooping cough. But back then, laudanum and all that stuff was totally opiate-based.
Yeah.
And that's why people were addicted and all of those different things. So I can only imagine giving an accident. And it probably was an accident. It was accidentally giving a little too much.
Yeah.
Poof.
Oh, man.
Yep, but the guests have reported hearing tap, tap, tap of child's footsteps on the stairs, finding toys scattered in playrooms.
The cold spots.
All that stuff, man.
Children giggling. Like, at least she's playing around. And then, of course, she doesn't just scare people. She watches them.
I thought you were going to say touches them.
No, just watches.
No, because right here it says that they also sense child hand tugging at their feet.
Oh, no.
Or stroking their face as they sleep.
Oh, no.
No, get out. Come on.
I don't need no cuddles.
Irene, no touchy. Come on.
Consent is important.
Oh, man. Consent. No means no, Irene.
No means no.
Means no. Oh, man. There's a lot of stuff, though. There's a lot of stuff.
You know, but why are ghost children so common?
You know what else is common? And I don't know why ghost children are so common.
I have an answer.
Oh, go ahead.
Because children symbolize unfinished stories. Their sounds are familiar, but wrong.
Yeah.
They're biologically wired to, we're biologically wired to respond to crying. Trauma plus place equals repetition.
Yeah.
Ghost children aren't there to scare you. They're there because nobody listened when they were alive.
Get out of here, yo. They scary. They scary.
So I think, moving forward, we always include ghostly children's stories. So that people can't sleep at night.
Wow. Lori, do you remember us going to Gravity Hill, the couple of Gravity Hills here in California? Yeah. It's another common thing because in Oklahoma, there's a Gravity Hill near Bartlesville.
Okay.
Right. And the legend is that spirits of Native American children push the vehicles up the hill to warn people away from what was once sacred ground. But it rolls uphill against the laws of physics. Lori and I went to one in California down south.
Yeah.
And there's a grade. I poured water out of the car and it flowed toward the back of the car. And I threw the car in neutral and we kind of asked for, them to push the car, and the car started to roll forward. The water flew back, meaning that there's a grade there, and we rolled forward. It was freaky.
That's so cool.
And there's one in California also that they say that if you put like talc on the back of your car, that sometimes you see handprints.
That's so cool.
Children, man.
Like it's so nice. They're so helpful.
Help out all you want, kiddies. Just quit being so freaky. That's all I'm going to say about that.
They're going to come visit you.
Oh, man. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
Tie your shoes together.
Oh, man. Guys, I wish we could talk about Oklahoma all day, but this kind of brings us to the end of the journey through Oklahoma, at least for now. Right?
Right.
And shadowy figures, forgotten highways, Bigfoots lurking in the awachitas, and the spirits that refuse to leave old schoolhouses and bridges and back roads. Man, Oklahoma, you got it all. You have it all.
All of it.
I'm telling you.
And with that, I want to remind you that winter solstice is coming soon. So stay grounded. On that long night, it's important that you really let old you shed your skin.
Yep.
Be a new snake.
New snake.
About to turn into, it'll be the year of the horse. And we'll catch you guys in the year of the horse.
That's right, guys. So we're going on a little hiatus to spend a little time with our families, but we'll be back with season 3 of Espookys Talk coming to you in January. So make sure you guys tune in to all of that. And of course, guys, Mike, everyone, if you guys want to kind of chime in, please send us an email. Our email address is espookystalk, ESPOOKYSTALK @gmail.com. Or you could just click the link right there in our bio and make sure that you hit us up. It'd be great to hear from you. Maybe you guys will give us the next state that we'll be talking to. You know?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So that it's always like somebody letting us know what they want to hear. But yeah, make sure that you spend Christmas, holidays with your loved ones, especially when the veil is thin. And don't forget about those that have departed.
Absolutely. Hope you guys all have happy holidays. And with that, until next time, tonight, as you lay down and put your head on that comfy pillow, be sure to look under the bed.
Lock your clean and lock your mirrors.
It's Espookys time.